Imagine this, she dumped you. Maybe it was over something petty or you saw it coming for a while, but either way, it feels final. But then she starts acting weird. One minute she's ignoring you, the next she's liking your posts. She says it's over, but you keep catching those accidental run-ins. So is it really over, or is this just a temporary breakup? Today, I'm breaking down the undeniable signs that your ex isn't actually done with you. She just wants to see how much you're willing to fight for her. If you notice these behaviors, there's a good chance that she's leaving the door open, even if she won't admit it. Jessica OS here, welcome to the channel. Let's jump into it. Sign 1, she's keeping tabs on you, even while pretending not to. Listen, when a woman is truly done, she detaches. She stops checking on social media, she stops asking about you, she moves on with her life, plain and simple. But if she's still keeping tabs on you directly or indirectly, she's not as over it as she claims. Let's break this down into a few key behaviors that expose her lingering attachment to you. Have you noticed that she still pops up on your Instagram stories? Maybe she doesn't like your posts as often, but she's still watching. It's not accidental. Women don't casually keep up with their ex unless they're still emotionally invested. Even more interesting, if she never interacted with your social media before, right, when you were together, but suddenly starts engaging more after the breakup. It's a classic post-breakup power move. She wants you to notice her noticing you. It's a subtle way of keeping the connection alive without outright reaching out. Also, it's one of the biggest mind games some women play post-breakup. If she blocks you, that's an emotional reaction. But if she unblocks you after a while, she wants to see if you'll notice. Some women do this hoping that you will reach out, wondering why you were suddenly unblocked. Similarly, if she unfollows you and then sneakily refollows you a little later, she's testing your reactions. Once again, she's unsure if she really wants to cut ties, so she's leaving a little breadcrumb to see if you'll take the bait. And if she still has access to your world through mutual friends, trust me, she's using them to get updates on you. And here's the thing. If she's asking about you, she's still emotionally invested. Even if she tries to act nonchalant, the fact that you're still in her mind says a lot. A woman who's truly over you, like I said, won't care. She won't care what you're up to. She won't ask. She won't check. She won't need to know. Does she react when you post about other women? If she sees you posting pictures or stories with another woman and suddenly she also posts something cryptic online, or texts you out of the blue, or suddenly starts posting thirst traps or flexing her new single life a little too hard, she's not okay with you moving on. That's jealousy, and jealousy is a clear indicator that she's not actually over the breakup. Number 2, she's hot and cold with you. One day she's cold as ice, ignoring your texts and acting distant. The next day she's popping up in your messages like nothing ever happened. It's confusing, frustrating, and honestly, it's not accidental. Some women don't flip-flop like this unless they're internally conflicted. If she were truly done, her behavior would be consistent. She'll cut you off, set firm boundaries, and move on. But if she's acting hot and cold, it means she's still emotionally attached, but still isn't sure what to do about it. You send her a message, no response. She's online, she's posting, but she's deliberately ignoring you. Maybe she's even leaving you unread. You take a hint and you stop reaching out. And then, out of the blue, she texts you first. What's happening here? Guys, she's testing the waters. She's seeing if you'll still respond and give her attention. She might have expected you to chase her after the breakup, and when you didn't, curiosity got the best of her. This is not a genuine attempt to reconcile, actually. Not yet anyway. It's a way for her to check if she still has emotional control over you. And if you respond too eagerly, she'll go cold again because, well, she got the reassurance that she needed. Is she acting distant, then randomly gets flirty? It's a conflict between her head and her heart. And that's why she flips between pushing you away and pulling you back in. Does she get emotional on you, then acts like it was nothing? You know, did she text you late at night with a deep emotional message? Something like, I hate that we ended up like this. But then the next day she's back to being cold, distant, or acting like she never said it? It's because her feelings were actually real in the moment that she sent that message. But she doesn't know if she actually wants to come back just yet. Guys, if this is happening to you, don't make the mistake of immediately jumping into jumping on the emotional message, thinking it means she wants to fix things. You might push for a reunion only to find that she's not ready or suddenly is unsure again. This is why you never react too strongly when she's in her feelings. Understand that hot and cold behavior means she's not emotionally detached just yet. If you chase her when she's cold, she wins the game and will keep pulling away. The right move is this: match her energy. If she pulls away, pull away too. If she reaches out, don't jump in too fast. Make her put in effort. If she flirts, stay cool and let her wonder about you instead of giving her instant reassurance. The moment she realizes she might actually lose you for good, that's when she'll decide if she really wants to come back. Number 3, she shows jealousy when you move on. So jealousy is one of the biggest giveaways that your breakup isn't as permanent as it seems. When a woman is fully moved on, she doesn't care what you do, who you're with, or where you are. But if she's watching your every move and reacting, especially when another woman is involved, she's definitely not over it. Now, women won't always come out and admit that they're jealous. Instead, they'll show it in subtle ways, subtle but obvious ways, if you ask me. Does she get triggered when she sees you with other women? If she were truly done, she wouldn't even acknowledge your new love life. But the fact that she's reacting means that she still has feelings, whether she wants to admit it or not. Does she suddenly become more active on social media? It's a reactionary behavior. She sees you enjoying life and she wants to remind you or herself what you're missing. The most obvious sign? If she was barely active on social media before, but suddenly she's online all the time. It's not a coincidence, trust me. That's her trying to stay on your radar without actually reaching out to you. Does she try to make you jealous right back? If she sees you with another woman and immediately starts hanging out with new guys, it's also a pretty classic move. Women use that a lot. But here's the thing. Women aren't as reckless with their emotions as men are. If she's suddenly dating someone right after the breakup, it's probably a rebound relationship. If she's posting pictures with guys but wasn't doing this before, she just wants you to notice. If she makes sure that mutual friends or even you hear about her new situation, she's sending a message. This is not real. It's reactive jealousy. She's trying to match your energy and to make you feel the same way she does. The right move is to stay cool. Keep doing your thing. Don't react to her jealousy plays. Let her feel what it's like to really lose you. If she really wants to come back, she'll make it clear. Until then, let her watch from the sidelines while you keep leveling up. Number 4, she still talks about you to others. When a woman is truly done, she erases you from her world. But if your name keeps coming up, especially in conversations with your mutual friends, maybe even family, or even a new romantic interest, it's a clear sign that she hasn't let go of you yet. Now, this is one of the biggest indicators that your breakup might be temporary, because people don't talk about things that they don't care about. If you're still in her thoughts enough to be a topic of a conversation, then it means you're still in her heart. Is she asking mutual friends about you? She might act casual about it, like she's just being friendly, but let's be real. If she didn't care, she wouldn't ask. Even more obvious, if she gets a little emotional or irritated when she hears you're doing well or seeing someone new, that's not a reaction of someone who's moved on. That's someone who's still attached but trying to hide it. Does she bring you up in conversations even when she doesn't have to? I mean, why would she do that if she's over you? So it means she's still processing the breakup. She's still thinking about you and maybe even regretting the decision. If she talks about you positively, she's reminiscing about the good times. She's telling funny stories about you or even defending you. That's a clear sign that her heart hasn't fully detached. But if she talks negative about you, constantly complaining about you, saying how you hurt her, or bringing up past issues and fights, it's still a sign she's also emotionally invested. Because hate isn't the opposite of love. Indifference is. Or maybe she's talking about you to herself, aka social media. Let's be real, social media is a modern day therapy for a lot of breakups, right? Maybe she started posting those cryptic quotes about heartbreak. She shares TikToks about not realizing what you had until it's gone. She posts sad songs on her story that just so happen to match your situation. She tweets something like, well, some people will never know how much you love them. Listen, women don't post things like that for no reason. She might not be saying it to you directly, but she knows that you'll see it. And if her posts go from angry to bitter to nostalgic to regretful, she's going through the classic post-breakup cycle, and that means she's thinking about you. The right move for you is to stay patient. The best way to make her want you back is to make her realize that she actually lost you. Sign number 5, she keeps the breakup window open. One of the clearest signs that your breakup is not final is when she leaves just enough room for a potential reconciliation. You know, she's not cutting you off completely, but she's also not jumping back into the relationship. Instead, she's keeping that door slightly open just in case. If she were 100% done with you, she'd make it clear. There'd be no mixed signals, no lingering hope, no maybe in the future talk. But if she's saying things that leave you guessing, then she's not truly over it. Let's break down the sneaky ways women leave breakup windows open and what they really mean real quick. So, number one, if she says, I just need time. This is one of the biggest loopholes in breakups. Or if she says, I need space to think. Or I don't know what I want right now. Things like that mean that she's not fully closing the door on you. She's keeping you in limbo, hoping to see what happens without fully letting you go. Why? Because she's confused. She doesn't know if she really wants to end things, but she doesn't also want to commit either. Basically, she's leaving things open because she's waiting to see if you'll miss her, or she'll miss you, or if something better will come along. What should you do? Give her the space she's asking for, but don't wait around. If she thinks you'll just be there when she's ready, she won't feel any kind of urgency to come back. If she says, well, maybe we can try this again in the future, she's keeping you on the hook without actually committing to anything. It's not closure. It's a way for her to keep you emotionally invested while she figures herself out and possibly dates other people. How do you handle this? I mean, never wait for a maybe relationship, if you ask me. If she truly wants to be with you, she won't leave it up to fate. She'll take action, move forward, and if she wants to come back, she'll have to work for it. Listen, if she says, I still love you, but blah, 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 this one is brutal because it plays with your emotions the most. It's emotional bait. She's letting you know she still has feelings, but not willing to act on those feelings. Don't let her feelings alone convince you to wait, because love is a choice which is followed by action and not just words. If she loves you but isn't willing to work on the relationship, you need to walk away until she decides what she really wants. Sign number 6, she still wants physical contact. She still craves physical closeness with you. When a woman is truly done, she distances herself not just emotionally, but physically as well. No more touching, no more playful nudges, no more lingering hugs. But if she still finds excuses to be near you, she's not as over you as she wants you to believe. Some women will even use physical intimacy as a way to keep you emotionally hooked, even when they're still unsure if they actually want the relationship back. It's a classic case of, I don't want to be with you, but I'm not ready to fully let you go. In this stage, she'll find excuses to touch you. And these aren't random, because women don't touch men they don't have feelings for, especially an ex. If she's still initiating any kind of special or physical contact, it means she's not fully detached. What do? Don't react too eagerly. If you want her back, let her be the one initiating more and more, until she realizes she's missing the full relationship. If she's coming to you for physical intimacy but no commitment, you have to set boundaries. Otherwise, she'll get all the emotional and physical benefits of being with you without actually trying to get back together. So then what will be the point? She might even be still open to hooking up with you. This is one of the biggest post-breakup traps men fall into, sleeping with an ex who hasn't fully decided if she wants you to come back. What does it mean? She still has unresolved feelings. Even if she says, oh, it's just for fun, women rarely separate emotions from physical intimacy. Remember that. So what should you do? If you're hoping to get her back, don't settle for just hooking up. Make her feel your absence emotionally first. Sign number 7, she tells you she misses you, even if it's casually. Women don't tell their exes they miss them unless part of them actually still feels emotionally connected. Now here's the key. Not all I miss you messages mean the same thing, okay? Some are genuine, while others are just emotional check-ins to see if you're still available. If she's sending the drunk I miss you text, that's raw emotions talking, because alcohol lowers inhibitions and makes people more honest about how they feel. If she's reaching out whilst drunk, it means she's been thinking about you sober too, but didn't have the courage to say it until now. If she sends the I miss you text but still acts distant, this is a classic emotional manipulation. She wants to keep you emotionally invested, but she doesn't want to commit. What do? Don't cling on to hope just because she says she misses you. If she's not following words with action, take a step back and make her feel what it's like to really miss you. If she truly wants you, she'll move towards you, not throw words at you. When she says, I miss us, or I miss how things used to be, she's not just reminiscing, she's feeling regret. If she's reminiscing about specific happy moments, she's focusing on what she lost rather than why you broke up. And it means she's trying to romanticize the relationship and might be open to coming back if she feels the same emotional pull from you. How do you handle something like that? Instead of feeding into it immediately, I think you should keep it neutral but warm. Something like, yeah, you know, those were good times. I hope you're doing well. A response like that will make her wonder if you still care, which can trigger her to take further action. Did she say I miss you and follows it up with action? Well, that's different. What does it mean? She's seriously considering reconciliation. However, please take things slow. If she truly wants to rebuild things, make sure she's putting in effort, not just emotionally dumping on you. Let me wrap up. So if you're noticing these signs, your breakup is definitely temporary. But the thing is, what you do next will determine everything. If you chase her, beg, or act desperate, you'll push her away for good. But if you keep your cool, work on yourself, and make her wonder if she actually lost something valuable, that's when she'll come running back. So think about it. Jessica OS here. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more of such great content. And I will definitely be catching you in the next one. Cheers.